Welcome to another episode, Focus on Finance. My name is Shirley Liu. You know, my previous episode, you saw me last week. I had promised you that I would share you information, the secrets about the 5-year retirement plan. Now, some of you guys said, I've already heard of it. Some of you guys say, what in the heck is it? Does it exist? Is this for real? Well, guess what? You're in for a special treat. Now, viewer out there, what I'm about to share with you right now, you may not believe me. But you know what? It does exist. And if you ever contacted me or reach out to me, I'd be happy to send you all the details information. And by the way, this 5-year retirement plan, I call it my bonus chapter in my book that you see on Amazon. It's called IUL ASAP. Okay. And I love the 5-year retirement plan. It's really, you know what, it's designed for so many folks out there that may qualify for it and yet don't have it. You're not going to believe, when I speak in front of hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people, and I've asked them, how many of you guys heard of a 5-year retirement plan? And most of them, hand has not been raised. Maybe a handful, because they're thinking, oh, 5-year meaning that what, I retire in 5 years, or what does it mean? So, let me share with you what the 5-year retirement plan is, just a little glimpse of it. Does that make, okay? Because I think the 5-year retirement plan really gears towards all different ages. So first of all, this 5-year retirement plan is not for everyone. It is for the special few. And do you want to know what that special few and exceptions are? And when I discovered this, I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? The world needs to know about this. The audience out there that I engage with needs to know about this. And it's interesting because a lot of financial advisors or other firms are not talking about this. And you're probably wondering, well, why aren't they talking about this? It's because number one, it could be that they don't know about it. They don't know it exists. Number two, it could be they're not certified to do that. Number three, some of them are still skeptics sitting on the sideline waiting to see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you no longer have to wait and see because I'm here. I'm going to share through the word about this stuff. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay. When I said to you that this plan is special reserved for the special few, what I mean by that is that the household combined income in your family has to make at least $100,000 a year. Okay? Rule number one, you have to make at least $100,000 a year. And it is designed for specifically between ages 18 and 65. Now, if you turn 66, I can't give you. But as long as you're 65 and under, I can do it. You're 17 years old, I can't do it. You have to be 18 years old, between 18 and 65. So let's talk about the 5-year retirement plan. Why is it different from the old traditional retirement plans such as 401k, IRA, or maybe you have a TSP, those kind of things, right? Or maybe someone came to you and said, hey, look, you know, previous episode where I'm telling you save $100, $200, $500 a month. It takes so long in some cases for us to keep contributing that in the old traditional way that you have to keep putting money in every single month until you hit 65, 70. Look, I don't have to lie to you. Today you participate in 401k. Don't you have to go in there putting money in every single month? And then you're hoping the company match or don't match and all that? Well, this particular plan, what's unique about is, are you ready? Okay, I mentioned to you the first rule, 18 to 65. The second rule is you have to make at least $100,000 a year. It's a program called Leverage, and it is the neatest program that I've ever seen. And by the way, I just don't talk to you about this. I have this for my kids and I, for the family, when I first discovered it. Hey, I figured if something good for my audience and for me, it's just as good. So the program works, it's called 5-year contribution, okay? So for example, I'll give you an idea. My daughter's 18 years old. I go in, I put in $16,350 a year. Now, some of you guys are saying to me, oh my God, Shirley, $16,000 a year? I'm doing it for 5 years, so if you take $16,500 for 5 years, that's a total of around $81,000, right? It may sound like a lot, right? But as a parent, I'm able to, I can take that money from other IRA account, other life, or other cash account that I can front load. The minute I put in $16,350 a year, the greatest vehicle is utilizing life insurance as a vehicle. I've got a lender that's going to match me very close to almost 16. In this case, they match me 15. So my daughter's account is growing money on 30,000 and not 16. You understand? Because I've got that extra cushion for someone matching it into the program. Now, why are they nice? Why are they matching? They're only nice and matching for one reason. They're doing it so that the money they're contributing to your account, they can charge you a very low interest rate. Just like a house today. You love that house, you buy that house, and you're willing to pay for that house as long as you're paying the bank the interest. All the bank care is making the interest on the money that they loan you. You understand? So they loan money for a house. You're okay with that. If you don't pay for the house, they're going to take your house away. The bank's going to loan you money for a car that you need to buy a new car. You don't pay the car, what happens? Your car gets repossessed. Well, in this particular case, when they loaned you the money, they're going to charge you interest. Do you agree to pay? Yes. If you don't pay me, what do I have as collateral? The life insurance. You know how cool that is? Do you think I really care when I've got $1 million account policy? If we kick the bucket, they take back the loan, the 16,000+ plus the interest rate on that, and my family walks away with the other couple $100,000 or $1 million? Do it all day long. But I understand about money. I understand about using other monies to create money for me. So the lender's loaning this money, and they know for a fact that it's inside a life insurance index performance that you can never lose. And they're also saying, hey, you know what? Show the client the hypothetical interest you're going to charge on the loan, but at the same time, the regulator is watching out, and they're saying you can't go there and go crazy return of making 7, 8, 9. No, they are illustrating these things at a very low rate of, could be 6%, guys, or 6.4. They're saying, hey, look, so Mr. Client, so here's the deal. If we charge you interest rate 6%, 5%, 4%, but at the same time, the maximum you're allowed to show or a illustration is maybe 6%. Think about it, guys. I'm being, one, we're being charged an interest rate, and number two, if my rate's only average of 6%, and yet, if that's the case, do you remember my daughter's account I told you about, the 18-year-old, where I'm putting $16,000 a year? Do you know if I make a 6% average as long-term between now and her retirement, my daughter Jade literally will get a check. Ready for this, guys? $174,000 tax-free stream of income down the road every year to the day she kicks the bucket. I've been around the block, been in investment world, been in the insurance world, all around. I have never ever seen a program like this where we can teach folks how to leave a legacy. Now keep in mind, because she's young, that's why the premium is only $16,350 per year. If she's a little older, then you're looking at a bigger amount. Now, the rules is, remember, you have to fund this for 5 years. You can't say I funded 1 year and I stopped funding it. If you do have it funded year for 2 or 3 years, and let's say for some reason you say I don't want this anymore, well, the good news is at that time, the lender comes back to you and said, okay, according to this, you don't want me to fund it anymore? No problem. Let's pay off what you owe me plus the interest. So they go inside your life insurance, take away the portion that we owe them, and then the rest of the money, we give it to you, that you can take it, do whatever you want with it. But the most important thing is, remember, this unique 5-year plan covering my family tax-free death benefit, and it's giving me living benefit, the heart attack, the strokes, the Alzheimer, dementia, all those things that comes with it. Because do you know when you're going to get sick? You don't know when you're going to get sick. Do you know when you need the money? You don't know when you're going to need the money. But for a fact, I know that down the road, at age 65, if I only make average of 6%, my daughter gets over $174,000 tax-free per year. Then, of course, my daughter got a little smarter, and she goes, Mom, 65 is too long. You know how many young people I talk to that they think 65 is too long. So I said, okay. So what do you want? What does it look like if I get at 50 years old? Even at 50 years old, I reran the thing, and it says, okay, Jay, 50 years old, sorry, not 174,000, but you may get 100,000 tax-free from 50 until 100 years old. And then she pushed the envelope further. She said, oh, did you say that I could be free and clear on this in 15 years. 15 years is basically when they call back the loan. The lender said, hey, I need my money. Just like a mortgage, where you get 15 or 30 years, at that time you have to finish paying them, okay? So in this case, in 15 years, the lender goes inside the life account that we have set up, take away their portion of the interest and the money what we owe them, and then they leave the insured person or the owner the rest of the money, and then from there we can start distribution income. It is so cool because she asked me, she said, what does that look like at age 32? Do you know at age 32, this young lady can get a check for $22,000 a year, tax-free, tax advantages. Now, by the way, there's light at the end of the tunnel for those of you sitting here said, Shirley Lou, are you kidding me? You're asking me to save this kind of money. What if I told you there's a program that you could pay monthly as well, where we can take that whatever premium is divided to monthly? But there's a catch on that as well. The catch is that, you got to have a net worth of a certain amount, let's say of at least $1 million to be able to do that. So there's a lot for me to try to share you this on information on TV and stuff like that, but it's best that you reach out because for every person, every age is male, female, you've got different things for different folks, guy. And I want to be able to be there with my team and I to help you out. You can always easily reach me out at 703-608-1203. And again, you can feel free to Google Shirley Lou all day long and Associates online. I love to help. My team and I are there to support in any way. I promise you one thing, whatever you have, if I can't beat that current plan, I could probably owe you a lunch or dinner of your choice. That's how confident we are. But the fact remains is that, you owe it to yourself. Check things out. Here's what I have. Can I do better? And a lot of times, some take care cases where I'm sharing with the clients that, hey, you don't have to change. Keep that plan, but let's enhance it. So to me, it's being able to be at a position where I can see all the word of it, the investment side, the insurance side, and being able to merge the two together is one of the most beautiful things. I encourage you, again, reach out to me, 703-608-1203. Until next time, wait till you hear the next episode. True story of a person taking money out from a 401k and IRA, and let me tell you what happened to that. So, see you next time.